Hello, people. Welcome back to week 9 of the FPE. I'm your coach, Radioactive Mayo of the Connecticut Corviknights, and this week we are up against the Extraterrestrial Eevees, coached by Nickel. Now it's week 9. The end of the season is coming up very soon, and we are fighting for a playoff spot. We have a 5-3 record right now, so we are in the playoff picture, but our playoff spot is not secured. There's actually, I think, 3 other teams that also share a 5-3 record, and so we're all going to be just like battling each other for this playoff spot. Um, so yeah, this is an important game this week. I think we need to win this game. So looking at the team, we are up against Mega Ampharos, Clefable, Weavile, Staraptor, Breloom, Nihilego, Uxie, Incineroar, Empoleon, Komala, and Haunter. Um, I think this is a decent team, actually. A lot of threatening Pokemon in this team, for sure. First off, right off the bat, I think Clefable is like one of the best Pokemon in the game. Probably the best support Pokemon in the game. Just being a bulky fairy type with Magic Guard and Unaware. There's a bunch of things that it can do. It can, just run a straight up support set with Wish, Teleport, Heal Bell, Status Move, Thunder Wave, Toxic, whatever. It can also run an offensive set with Calm Mind and a bunch of coverage moves. Moonblast, obviously, but Flamethrower, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, whatever. So Clefable is a huge problem. Very good Pokemon. It's probably the best counter in the game to Komao. Is Clefable, so it's going to be hard for us to break through that Clefable. Luckily, we have a Jirachi that can deal with it decently well, but other than that, like, Clefable is going to be really annoying for us to deal with. To go with Clefable, she's got Mega Ampharos, which synergizes with Clefable very nicely, being a bulky dragon type, and it also can hit really hard with electric type moves and dragon pulses, so that's a huge problem. Um, and then just like a whole list of offensive threats, we see Weavile, Staraptor, Breloom, and Nihilego. All really big offensive threats. Probably the two biggest offensive threats to my team are the Staraptor and the Weavile. Um, for Staraptor, like, we don't really have many good Brave Bird switch-ins on our team. The only things are like that resist Brave Bird on our team are Jirachi and Caracosta. Other than that, like, Brave Bird is pretty spammable from Staraptor and it hits really hard. So that thing is going to be a huge problem. And then we also have Weavile to deal with. And Weavile just has a really nice matchup versus my team in particular because with Dark and Ice type coverage, it can hit like most of my team just super effectively, like Komao, Jirachi, Bayonet, Crocodile, Rotom, all get hit super effectively, and nearly like one hit KO'd by Weavile, and it's faster than everything on my team. Weavile is really fast, so that thing is like a huge problem. Um, we've also got annoying stuff like Breloom, which is really strong grass type, fighting type, has priority with Mach Punch, and can also put stuff to sleep with Spore. So Breloom is really annoying, and then on top of that, we have Nihilego, which is a rock and poison type. A little bit weird, but it's definitely a good, especially offensive threat. Pretty fast. Just good for stuff like Gyarados, Weezing, Rotom-Mow, and just stuff in my team in general. So yeah, all of those offensive threats, we need answers for them. They're all going to be pretty tough to deal with, and then to go along the same lines of Clefable and Ampharos, she also has more bulky stuff like Uxie and Empoleon. Uxie just goes really nicely with Clefable. Clefable being a bulky fairy type, Uxie being a bulky psychic type with Levitate. Uxie is really hard to take down and is also just a really good support Pokemon. It can go for a ton of different support moves. Empoleon is really nice too, being a bulky steel type. Um, I think Empoleon is likely to come in the matchup here versus my team, just because it deals really well with stuff like Wheezing, Gyarados, and stuff like that. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Empoleon here, and then even something like Komala could come. Just like having some coverage moves and being bulky, and even Haunter is a decent offensive threat, an offensive ghost type. So yeah, she has a really good team, and there's a lot of offensive threats that are faster than my team. A lot of stuff that can hit my team super effectively, and then behind it a decent defensive core with Clefable, Mega Ampharos, Empoleon, Uxie. So yeah, even Incineroar. Did I mention Incineroar? Yeah, Incineroar is really good too, being a bulky dark type, fire type. That thing's really good for stuff like Jirachi and Bayonet. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting for sure. All right, so starting off here, we've got Wheezing. Now, Wheezing is going to be a really nice defensive wall, just for dealing with a lot of her physically offensive threats. Wheezing's main role this battle is going to serve as our main answer to the Breloom if it comes. Wheezing right here basically shuts down Breloom. Um, Grass type move, fighting type move. We can eat those up, and we can knock out Breloom with either a Strange Steam or a Sludge Bomb. We have Pain Split to be able to heal up our HP, and we just have Taunt to be able to shut down, potential shenanigans from stuff like Uxie or Empoleon, if they want to switch into us. But we have the Misty Surge as our ability this week, so what that's going to do is that's going to set up the Misty Terrain when Wheezing switches in. So Misty Terrain is going to prevent all status for however many turns it's up, like 5 turns. So that means that we're immune to Breloom's Spore as well. So this thing completely counters Breloom. This thing can switch into Breloom and not have to worry about being put to sleep by Spore, because Misty Surge will set up Misty Terrain and make us immune to Spore as well. So Wheezing deals with Breloom 100% of the time, which is really nice. Also, the Misty Surge might be nice for shutting down any other status moves she wants to go for on stuff like Uxie or maybe even Clefable. Um, so that's really good, having the Misty Surge there. And yeah, this thing also deals decently well with some of the other physically offensive threats like Weavile. We can take hits from Weavile and deal big damage with Strange Steam. We can also take hits from Incineroar. We can even take a hit or two from Staraptor. So that's really good. So yeah, having Wheezing here as just like a nice physically defensive wall is going to be really nice. Now, to go along with that, we are bringing back Caracosta this week. I did bring Caracosta back in week 8. Uh, I wasn't sure if it was going to see the battlefield again, but I decided to bring it back here for week 9. This time we're bringing more of a defensive Caracosta this week, not so much of an offensive one, but we've got max HP and a lot of defensive investment here. The reason for that is this is just going to serve as our answer to the Staraptor. Like I said, Staraptor is a huge threat to our team in particular because we don't have many Brave Bird resists. This being probably our best Brave Bird resist. I'm pretty sure I said in our Teambuilder analysis video at the beginning of the season, one of the main reasons why I drafted Caracosta was just to cover up some of the weaknesses on our team, mainly the flying weakness and the ice weakness. So this battle right here is just showing that. Caracosta right here can provide a nice Brave Bird switch in. This thing can switch into Staraptor like every time, and with the Rocky Helmet, every time Staraptor hits us, Staraptor is going to lose 1/6 of its mass HP, which is great chip damage along with recoil damage from Brave Bird. So Staraptor is actually going to take more damage itself than we're going to take damage from Brave Bird when it switches in, which is really nice. And we also have, for moves, we've got Stealth Rock. Stealth Rock is just really nice versus this team for stuff like Staraptor and Weavile mostly. Just being able to chip those really hard and wear down the rest of her team. Her only defogger is Empoleon, which could come, but other than that, she has no hazard control, so yeah, Stealth Rock is looking really nice. Also, Incineroar. This thing deals decently well with Incineroar. And even Weavile. This thing can deal pretty well with Weavile. So we've got Aqua Jet, Rock Slide, and Knockoff for moves. Rock Slide is just good to be able to score the knockout on Staraptor and Weavile. Also deal big damage to Incineroar and anything else, really. Aqua Jet is here just for priority, to be able to go first. Caracosta's pretty slow, outsped by most everything on her team, but if something is weak, we can pick it off with an Aqua Jet, and then we just have Knockoff to knock off any items that you know, she might have. We can go for this on like a switch to like potentially Uxie or Empoleon. Even something like Clefable won't appreciate getting its item knocked off. So I think Caracosta is looking really nice here. Also, the Solid Rock ability means that we take less damage from super effective attacks, which is really nice. So yeah, I think having this Pokemon as a defensive set is going to prove really nice here. You know, we're going to show that, you know, in Week 8, Caracosta can Shell Smash and kill shit. Here in Week 9, Caracosta can be defensive and eat hits. So Caracosta is really going to perform well this game. Moving on, we have got the Jirachi. Now, you already know what it is with Jirachi. Yeah, Jirachi is just going to do what Jirachi does best, and it's just going to be the glue that holds our team together. So you already know what it does. We've got Wish and Protect just to be able to heal ourselves up and heal up our team, and just a U-turn to be able to switch out, and Iron Head. So this thing is going to serve as our main answer to the Nihilego. With max HP and max special defense, this thing deals with Nihilego really well. It can eat any kind of hit that Nihilego wants to go for, so we shouldn't have to worry about that thing too much. And most importantly, though, Jirachi is going to serve as our main answer to the Clefable. Clefable is like a huge problem for our team. We're not even going to bring Komao this week because how much Clefable shuts it down. So we've got Jirachi here to deal with a Clefable. Even like if she brings an offensive Clefable, which she has done in the past, with the max HP and max special defense, we can live like Fire Blast from Clefable, and we've got the Iron Head to be able to potentially knock it out, or at least, you know, flinch it down and do big damage. So that's the idea behind Jirachi there. Even like other specially offensive threats like Mega Ampharos, we can take hits from that as well if we need to. Empoleon as well. So yeah, that's really good. Moving on, we've got Crocodile here. We're bringing a Assault Vest Crocodile this week. So we're going to have Assault Vest is going to boost our special defense and allow us to take special hits a lot better. This thing is just nice. It's going to serve as a pretty good switch-in to the Mega Ampharos, being immune to the Electro-type moves. Also, with Weezing's Misty Surge, another effect of Misty Terrain while it's up is it's going to half the damage of Dragon-type moves while it's up, so as long as like Misty Surge is up, Mega Ampharos Dragon-type moves are going to do like half damage, so like if that's up, like Crocodile is going to be an excellent switch-in to the Mega Ampharos with the Assault Vest, so that's really good. We're running Knockoff, Earthquake, Power Up Punch, and just Aerial Ace. So Earthquake is pretty spammable versus her team, like, and anything that can take an Earthquake, doesn't want to take a knockoff. So stuff like Uxie. This thing's going to be really good at dealing with Uxie. Uxie can't like Thunder Wave us or anything. It can't be psychic. Foul Play is not going to do much damage. So like this thing's a pretty good answer to Uxie as well. And yeah, Power Up Punch will nearly like one hit KO something like Weavile, and it'll give us an attack boost, which is really nice. We can like get Power Up Punch attack boosts and also Moxie attack boosts, which can be really nice. This speed investment, I'm pretty sure, is for a max speed Incineroar. So we will guarantee outspeed Incineroar every time as long as it's not Choice Scarfed, and we can take it out with Earthquake. So that's really good. And we've got Aerial Ace here strictly just for the Breloom. Just in case, Breloom tries to switch in on us, we can try to get it with Earthquake. Even the Breloom can just Mach Punch us, potentially. But yeah, I think Crocodile is going to be really nice for breaking through her more defensive Pokemon. Mainly I'm looking at Uxie and Empoleon, being able to hit them with Knockoff and Earthquake. Even a Pokemon like Clefable, like if it switches into a Power-Up Punch, a +1 Earthquake is going to do at least like 70% if it's not unaware. So that's really good. Also Mega Ampharos, so yeah, Crocodile looks really nice here. Moving on, we've got Bayonet. You already know what Bayonet does. We're bringing the Destiny Bond, of course. Knockoff, Gunk Shot, Substitute. So, Gunk Shot just hits Clefable really hard, first of all. So that's really good for us being able to outspeed and hit Clefable really hard. And also just like, we don't have a Ghost type move, but we don't really need one. We're just going to run Knockoff and try to knock off as many items as we can. Knocking off an item on something like Incineroar will be great, this will be good for dealing with another thing like Uxie. And yeah, having priority substitute is always good. We can always go for that and wear ourselves down. Yeah, Bayonet is just nice to deal with like all the offense that her team brings. Just having the priority Destiny Bond, priority substitute, and Knockoff and Gunk Shot to deal with the defensive Pokemon like Clefable and Uxie. So that's the idea behind that. And last but certainly not least, we are bringing your boy Young Magikarp, aka Gyarados. We're bringing a Dragon Dance set this week. I think it's about time we brought a nice Dragon Dance Gyarados again. This time we're bringing the Moxie Dragon Dance. We've got 2 Moxie users in Gyarados and Crocodile, so we're going to attempt to rack up those attack boosts on kills. But yeah, basically, after a Dragon Dance, we'll outspeed anything that isn't like Choice Scarf Staraptor. And if we get up 2 Dragon Dances, I'm pretty sure we just win, like straight up. Waterfall, Earthquake, and Crunch is all the coverage that we need to hit everything on her team for big damage. Waterfall is great stab. Earthquake is going to hit hard stuff like Mega Ampharos. It'll one-hit KO Nihilego and Empoleon. So that's good. And Crunch is there for Uxie and also like a potential Haunter, I guess. Mostly just Uxie. And Waterfall hits everything else hard enough. So that's the idea behind Gyarados. We've got a Lumberry for our item this week that's just going to heal any status conditions. So it's going to allow us to more freely go for Dragon Dance on stuff like potentially the Uxie or the Clefable, even something like the Komala, especially Empoleon. Like, if we see the Empoleon, Gyarados basically gets a free Dragon Dance on Empoleon every time. We don't have to worry about getting burned by Scald because of our Lumberry, and there's nothing that Empoleon can go for to hit Gyarados, so Empoleon is a free Dragon Dance. Uxie is also a potential free Dragon Dance, as long as she doesn't have the Foul Play. And yeah, so I think this Gyarados could be really nice, and potentially win us the game. late game with Dragon Dance. That's the idea. We've just got a lot of defensive stuff to deal with her offense in these first three, and then a few hard-hitting Moxie users that are going to break holes through her team and get attack boosts, and then just Bayonet to have as insurance. So that's the idea behind that. We'll see what happens in the game. I hope you all enjoy. Now I'll go over and check out our Week 9 battle versus the Extraterrestrial Eevees. I will catch y'all later. Peace.